Hey guys, this is Spear, and today we are going to play some doubles OU with like a team I put together in like 10 minutes. I felt like using Mega Banette, because it's a really random mon, and I just felt like using it. So Mega Banette has the ability Prankster, which allows Will-O-Wisp to get priority. And it has this really nice move called Phantom Force, which basically breaks through protection like Hoop Out and Bound does. But Banette is not as good as Hoop Out and Bound is, pretty much, but it's still a fun one. So I went for a really bulky set, which can actually survive 2 Hyper Voices from Settlements and a return from an Adamant Settlements. I basically made it fast enough after Mega Evolution to run in Tailwind and pretty much outrun everything up to, I think it was Tapu Koko. And then I put the rest in attack. So because it relies on priority, I need to have something to deal with Tapu Lele in way of another form of terrain. So I went for Tapu Bulu. This is basically my standard Fight EMC set. Horn Leech and Woodhammer with superpower for the Fight EMZ, for the I forgot what the Z move is called, but it's very strong, and Protect. So because we run Tapu Bulu, I decided to go with like Rain, Pelipper, and Kingdra with really basic sets, because I didn't need a Tailwind setter, and since we did run Bulu, I felt like Pelipper was the perfect choice for this team. So normally when you run Rain, you want a Steel type, and I also want an answer to like Flying type, so it actually has Thunder. This Genesect, and it has the Assault Vest, which is like a really funny item. And this spread actually allows it. I just made this spread, and it's really random. I basically based it off of like Kyurem can do this. Kyurem Black can run Assault Vest, so why can Genesect not run Assault Vest, right? So basically, I gave it enough SPDF and HP to actually survive 2 Heatran modest max special attack Heatran Heat Waves in Rain. And she can live 2 of those, even though it's 4 times weak to it. So that's really cool. And then I basically put the rest into defense. And then because like I have like not the greatest matchups against Trick Room, so I get Snorlax. So Bulu's Fight EMZ also really works well against Snorlax, like opposing Snorlax. So that's pretty nice. I don't know how this team is going to work. I haven't played with it. I was just about to do that, so let's get into it. I just want to check, are all my spreads level 100 instead of level 50? Yep, they are. Okay, let's go. So let's search for our first opponent of today, which might take a while. Oh, there we go. So you see Gengar, Tyranitar, Celesteela, Landorus, Feeny, and Zapdos. Those 2 are really threatening. Gengar probably being the Mega. So I kind of wanted to lead Pelipper into this match. So he doesn't have too many Rain answers aside from Zapdos. And I like Genesect here too. So I'll lead Pelipper Genesect and see how that goes out. So he leads Landorus and Zapdos, which is pretty good, because I do get the special attack. Now I don't think I can actually kill Zapdos. I'm actually going to protect the Pelipper. Well, would I? He's probably gonna try and break the sash on the Pelipper by going U-turn into it. So I'm actually going to, well, he doesn't U-turn into it, apparently. I'm gonna protect, and the Thunderbolt goes into there, and then Ice Beam comes out. It does just a little bit over half. Sadly, the rain is gone, so I kind of want to switch it to Bulu and then U-turn out so I can go back into the Pelipper. After I U-turn out of the situation, and hope that his Zapdos is in Power Ice instead of Heat Wave, and that he doesn't click Heat Wave right here. He will probably click Roost or Tailwind, which I will be fine with. Actually goes for the Thunderbolt into the Bulu, which is fine. So now I actually get back up the Rain. Now the Rock Slide will actually do a lot of damage to Pelipper, but I'm fine with that, because I can actually click Horn Leech and will he go Thunderbolt again, try to take out the Pelipper, or well, he might. Actually going Wood Hammer into the Zapdos slot and protect. So he comes out with a Tapu Fini, which is completely fine with me, because that's not going to eat a Wood Hammer. And it basically goes down directly. So Gengar comes out, which is kind of a problem. So I might actually go back into Genesect and sacrifice my Pelipper. Hope I can get up a Tailwind, unless Gengar targets the slot. I really like Genesect, the Solvez Genesect so far. Did a lot of damage. I don't think it's going to take a lot of damage here either, with being immune to the... Oh, and it actually takes... Tyranitar is a strong Mon, so it's fine. So yeah. I'll actually go into Kingdra. And by this point, his Gengar is actually not strong enough, not fast enough to outrun my Genesect. Even though it's quiet nature and has no speed investment, Genesect is fast enough in Tailwind to outrun the Gengar. Now the thing is, he will probably protect it and switch out his Tyranitar and try to get something in to allow the rain to stop. So actually Thunder into the Tyranitar slot and click Muddy Water as he goes into Zapdos, which is fine, because that will die either way. So he'll probably bring back out his Tyranitar. Yep. And now we don't have the rain anymore. We still have 2 turns of the Tailwind. And what I can do is Iron Head into the Tyranitar with the +1 attack, actually allowing me to do a lot of damage. And do I want to click Draco? We'll probably not pick up the KO. But again, what is the Gengar going to do against me? So he actually goes into Landorus, which means that it was the right play. And I can actually get up the Iron Head, take out the Tyranitar, and that means he only has the Gengar and Celesteela remaining on his side of the field, which is very good for me. So I can actually, I actually think I should double up into the Celesteela at this point. I don't think Sandstorm reduces Thunder's accuracy. I only think Sun does. So yeah, Thunder comes out, does, well, about half what it left. Celesteela misses the Leech Seed, and the Tailwind goes out. He'll probably protect the Celesteela, knowing that I will go for that. I'll actually sacrifice... Actually, I'll just Thunder this Celesteela, because... No way, I'm slower now. I'm actually slower. So he'll probably pick off my Kingdra. Yeah. It misses. Which doesn't matter because it will die either way. Ironhead doing enough to take out the Gengar. Kingdra going down, and that means I can actually go into my Banette at this point. But he's already went out of the battle. He's already clicked the resign button. So we win this first game. Let's search for another game with this cool team, which doesn't have a lot of answers to Celesteela, sadly. So I have to find a way to play around that with like roll neutral power, because you can't really run fire type moves on a rain team. And well, I'm running Assault Vest Genesect, which means Thunder is not going to do too much. Alright, so we found another game, and we see Psychic Spam, which is pretty nasty, and more rain. So it's actually a rain mirror matchup. It's a pretty common archetype of Psychic Spam with weather. Normally you see sun, this time it's actually rain. Now I really like Genesect in this matchup, because what's he gonna do against Genesect, right? Gotta love Genesect. I was seeing something about Amon with like Deoxys Calcs, but I don't think that was on this team. I don't exactly remember. But I really want to lead Genesect against this team because he really doesn't have any answers to it. And then I guess we lead. We don't really have to lead Pelipper, do we? No. I think I'll just lead Snorlax. It's kind of a useless mon in this situation. And it actually works out because he doesn't really have an answer to it with this current lead. He actually has a Thundurus, which is interesting, because Thundurus is completely outclassed since Generation 7 because of Coco, as well as Thundurus getting indirect nerfs to Prankster, Swagger, and Thunderwave. So actually going to Ice Beam into the Thundurus slot and click Curse. He goes for a Z move into the Genesect, which is nothing. For a Z move that did nothing. So he probably knows that I'm AV right now, but it's kind of unfortunate because I really like the Genesect matchup against the Psychic Spam, and I might have to give up on that matchup right now, but I still have Banette's priority to deal with that, in a way. He probably wants to focus me down here, and I really want to switch out, and probably like return into the Thundurus, because it does have Focus Blast, which is gonna be scary. So I can KO the Thundurus, which I probably would have unboosted without the curse, but it's always nice to have that curse for later moments, with Metagross coming out especially. So I really want to protect here. Should I go for another curse? Sounds like an idea. Yep, as he doubles up into that Bulu slot, and I can actually get up another curse and hit +2. So I'm gonna go into Kingdra. He goes for Iron Head, which is pretty much nothing, and I easily KO the Metagross with a +2 high horsepower. which is, by the way, better in doubles than it is in singles. And he decides to forfeit. So there we go. That's 2 wins with this new cool team, which does really well actually. AV Genesect living that Gigavolt Havoc pretty well. I like it. So the next team we fight against does have more Rain. Rain is very popular right now, it seems. Especially because Pelipper got introduced and Bulu. Pelipper and Bulu basically made Rain even more common. So that actually means that Genesect is yet again a really good mon for this matchup. Because it's just such a good mon. AV Genesect is actually good. I actually used it a lot in Generation 6, where I actually had pretty good results, but it's I know how to run a mon like that now. Like back in the day I didn't really know how to like run things well with what kind of spreads, but this now it actually works well. It works even better than it did before in Generation 6, especially because of the meta shifts to what it is now. So I'm actually going to bring Banette in case he brings the Swampert, which he does not, but I'm fine with that. So we see Life Orb and Zap play, which means he's not a Z move, which is always nice information to get. I'm actually going to click U-turn, and because I lead Banette mainly because of Raichu having Fake Out, and that actually means I can't Fake Out. I'm not sure about the calcs if I live a Thunderbolt. But I hope I do. So, as expected, he fakes out that mon, the Genesect, and I go for a Phantom Force, which is pretty cool. So now he's sort of forced to go into the Genesect, which will take about nothing. Yeah, well, actually, because he has the terrain up, it's probably going to do a lot more. It actually doesn't even do half. I bring the Liepard down to its Sash, and against this, I probably want to go into Bulu. So Phantom Force comes out and does a lot of damage. It really does a lot of damage. Problem is that the Liepard has more Fake Out. I actually don't have Shadow Sneak, so I can actually not KO the Coco with this. I don't think I can, which is kind of unfortunate. I forgot what the Liepard does again. I think it uses Encore and such, so I don't actually want to protect. I actually want to get rid of it as fast as possible. I'll probably go into Snorlax. As he Volt Switches out, which is barely anything. His team is like really bulky. There's a pretty bulky Bulu, actually very bulky Banette, a super bulky Genesect, and a super bulky Snorlax. So it's actually pretty cool. So he brings out the Pelipper, which will do a lot with a Hurricane. I don't really have, like, flying types are a very big problem for rain teams. And this guy can work around it because he has Swampert, Raichu, and Coco on his rain team, which is crazy, but it's fine. So yeah, we protect the Bulu and KO the Liepard, which was a big pain in my side. Now I need to find a way to actually safely get in my Kingdra, because as long as I can get rid of the Ludicolo, Kingdra might actually do a lot of damage to his team. Ludicolo is an issue, a big issue. I can deal with it with Genesect, but I don't think Genesect can live a double up when it's at half HP, so that's an issue. Bulu is a strong Mon, but I don't think it can live an Ice Beam plus Hurricane. So I'll probably just sacrifice the Bulu. I think I have to, and I kind of want to go into Genesect, but I don't think, no, I'm not going to go into Genesect. I'm going to click Curse. As he fakes out again. He actually has like 3 fake out users. It's crazy. So Bulu goes down, but I did get rid of like 2 of his fake outers. Just I don't think any team should run 3 fake out users. As I will go into my Kingdra, because with Ludicolo gone, Kingdra can do a lot of damage. With the rain up and such, actually going to click return into the Pelipper while my Muddy Water breaks its sash, and he's smart and sets up the Tailwind, and I actually don't KO the Pelipper. That's unfortunate, but what I will do is attack into the Tapu Koko, which goes for a Dazzling Gleam. And that's another really big threat gone, which is really nice. Now, here he comes in with another fake out. So, I'm probably going to sack my Banette. No, I need the Will-O-Wisp to actually not lose the Swampert. I am going into Genesect. That's what I'm going to do. And then click High Horsepower into the Raichu. Snorlax gets faked out, and then I eat that. So I'll click Thunder, which probably will miss, but it's fine. And I'll click High Horsepower as he paralyzes my Snorlax. Watch me get hit in Confusion and get paralyzed. Nope. I only got the Confusion, unfortunately. But his Tailwind does go out. Now the big problem here... The big problem here is that his Swampert sits next to the Pelipper. I can't really come in with my own Pelipper, give him a speed boost. But then again, since I get my own speed boost, it doesn't really matter, because the speeds will be the same either way. I think the best is to go for the Pelipper, but I'll probably get double KO'd here. Snorlax actually survives, but now it will die. Or not. Actually goes for the Tailwind, and I create his Pelipper. I'm not sure if that mattered. Actually going into the Banette, so I can actually Will-O-Wisp his Swampert and click Recycle. Maybe I can survive. Actually, Banette survives, which is interesting. So going to Pelipper. It doesn't really matter that his Mr. Rain is now up. I think I'll go Hydro Pump. I mean his the Rain is now up. It doesn't really matter that he gets the speed boost, because I get the speed boost as well. So he cannot KO my Kingdra at this point, and I'll just click for a Hurricane at this point. And that did 25. That did nothing. So take the win. That's 3 wins in a row, actually going up to 1600, which is where on the ladder? Because that always changes. That is top 100. It's just outside of top 100, but it's fine. So we fight more rain, because why not? Why wouldn't we fight more rain, right? But this time it's actually mono water rain, which is like the worst kind of rain. It's not actually good. It's like people want to play mono type, and then they pick water because it's broken, because it's like still the strongest mono type, but it's not actually good compared to actual rain teams with other Pokemon that make use of the rain, like Bulu. But it can still be threatening because of the raw hyper offensive power that comes from it. He's probably gonna lead his own rain, so I'm not even gonna bother leading my own rain. I'll go Kingdra and Genesect. Now, here's the thing. Will he be a weird, timid Kingdra? This is something I don't really want to find out ever. So I'm actually just gonna Thunder his Pelipper. As he doesn't want to find out either. So this Pelipper is actually faster than my Genesect. That's fine. That's fine though. Now, do I want to stay in here? Look at these stats though. 346 HP, 450 plus attack, 400 plus special defense. It's crazy. It's like the true god of special attacks, or physical if I get the physical attack boost. It depends. It completely depends. Now this Ludicolo is quite threatening, so I kind of want to go in my own Pelipper, and click U-turn. As he switches out into his Politoed. He goes for Scald, which does burn, but does literally nothing. So I think I should go into Bulu here, since he went out of Pelipper. And I'll probably set up my own Tailwind. As well as should go Woodhammer into the Ludicolo or Hornlage. He might actually be choiced Politoed, who knows? As he freezes me. That's amazing. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh no. How could this happen to me? That is really bad. I'll probably just let it die as well. Get rid of the Ludicolo as fast as possible. Can I go into Kingdra at this point? Probably not. I probably want to stick with the Genesect. Get the attack boost, unfortunately, this time. So I'll go Hurricane into the Politoed spot. I'm actually faster. No, I'm not. No, I'm not faster. I thought I was faster because like it's a Genesect, but I'm minus speed, so I'm not actually faster. No, I'll go Hurricane into the Ludicolo then, and then Thunder to the Politoed. As he goes into Kingdra and eats the. Wow, it does not even half. It doesn't even do half, guys. It's crazy. As the rain goes out, actually. So that might now mean that I am faster. Well, that thing isn't. But my Genesect might actually be faster at this point. But it's not going to KO. So I do want to get out that KO. I'll probably jump back out into my Kingdra. As he double misses the Muddy Water, but I miss my my Hurricane, which definitely matters more. So I want to go for a Tailwind and Click Protect. Oh, he crits me as well. That's really unfortunate. I probably would have survived there. My team isn't fast enough. No. I have to go into Banette, I guess. As he's actually Water EMZ. So we'll hop back out into Genesect, because I do not want to take that Draco Meteor, which I don't even take, because it misses. So let's go for Phantom Force and Thunder. And hope to pick some KOs. I've been really unlucky this match. He's actually not lost a single Pokemon, but he's got like some really low mons, I think. Like Pelipper and Ludicolo are really low. As Greninja actually eats that, and Ludicolo gets paralyzed. Is he actually as stupid enough to run Dark Pulse on his Greninja? Because if he's not, then I'll actually burn it. No, I'll actually click. He might actually be stupid enough to do that. So I'll actually just use her now. He does fake out that. And he goes for Scald. I probably want to set up Curse here, as he doesn't really have an answer to me setting up Curse right now, unless he has Low Kick, but I don't know if that's going to do enough for him. I'll click Thunder into the Greninja. He goes for the Scald, does not get the burn, and I take out the Greninja. And I take another Scald, now get the burn, unfortunately. Does this put me into berry range? It does. So what is he going to go into now? He goes into Politoed, which allows him to set up more rain. Have to stall out. Now we have usually actually preserved Kingdra in the back, which was a very smart idea. Actually let my Genesect die. It actually doesn't get KO'd this turn, which allows me to KO the Politoed and recycle for another Ayapapa Berry. Now the problem here is if Kingdra will come in, which it does, because it will most likely go for a Water EMZ into the Snorlax slot. If I want to preserve Snorlax, I should probably go on out into that Kingdra. As he actually just goes Muddy Water. So I'll go into Banette, because I can Sucker Punch him. All I have to do is actually just win the speed tie with the Kingdra, which is going to be very difficult to pull off. And he might as well be timid. So I win this speed tie, and I also win that speed tie. So that's pretty nice. He comes out with the Pelipper and the Swampert, as I'll go into Snorlax and click Will-O-Wisp into the Swampert, which does connect, which is really good. It puts my Swampert back into pretty healthy. And basically, at this point, I can actually curse up and click Sucker Punch into the Pelipper. And that should seal the game for me. Actually fail my Sucker Punch. Oh no, he has Power Up Punch. That's bad. That is actually quite bad. I'll click Recycle again. And I'll probably go for the Phantom Force, just to force the knockout on the Pelipper. The Pelipper isn't even that big of a threat right now. It's just like I want to get that 2 versus 1 situation, and Swampert is still too healthy to knock out at this point. But it will take residual burn damage over time. So I can get the burn here. That's unfortunate. But I kind of wanted Banette gone, so I can actually get the free switch into my Kingdra and go for that super juicy Draco Meteor into the Swampert, as he boosts his attack even more. So, I'll just click Sucker Punch and return. And it's actually low enough to actually just click Ice Beam, or I don't even need the Ice Beam because I already KO it. So, that was, I think, the final game for today. I really like this team. It's quite the fun team. Banette is not that good, of course. But AV Genesect, pretty cool. Snorlax doing a good job at surviving like it usually does. And, well, I couldn't really play against a large variety of different matchups just because of just finding Rain, unfortunately. I don't think this match matches up very well against Charizard Y. Yeah, whatever. It's fine. No one uses Charizard Y anymore. So, I thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.